Very good morning students. Sai Ram. Welcome back to your science period. So children, now which lesson is going on? Can you say? Yes, chapter number 8, useful and harmful microbes. So now I am going to continue this chapter. Are you ready children? So before we start the lesson, I will do recap. What we studied in this lesson? Yes, useful, and that means microorganisms. What is meant by microorganisms? What are the characteristics of microorganisms? And next we studied about useful microorganisms and some example also we saw. Next, last session, what I had thought, yes, we discussed about antibiotics. What is meant by antibiotics and how we are getting antibiotic. These all things we studied, and one more important thing, that precautions. Which kind of precautions we should take before taking antibiotics. These all things we discussed. I hope you understood. Yes. So shall we start today's topic? Today we are going to study about harmful microorganisms. Okay, so in your textbook, that fungi and clostridium, these two things are there, we are going to discuss. Understood children? So before that, I would like to explain, I would like to define what is meant by harmful microorganisms. Harmful microorganisms include fungi, bacteria, protozoa, etc. They cause several diseases in human beings, animals and plants, which can even lead to death. Okay, so harmful microorganisms include fungi, bacteria, protozoa and virus. So they cause several diseases. Because of these harmful microorganisms, we are getting several diseases in human. Not only human, that animals and plants are also getting diseases because of harmful microorganisms. Okay, sometimes it leads to death also. So children, see here, harmful microorganisms not only damage the human body, at the same time it will damage our food we eat. How it is? Yes, spoil our food. Sometimes they multiply on food and release toxic products. They release toxic. Yes, children, see here, sometimes that harmful microorganisms release toxic products on the food. So if we are taking that food, that toxic substance also will enter to our body. So it leads to what? Food poisoning. Understood? So about this food poisoning we will discuss later. So children, see here, fungi. First one is what? Harmful microorganisms, that is fungi. Fungi is, what is the reason? Here one question is here. What is the reason that gunny bags, leather items like shoes, purses, belts, etc. and which fungi have grown to not last long, and even wooden items also get spoiled. So in rainy season, these leather items and gunny bags, that white color substance, that sponge like substance are there, isn't it? That means it is getting spoiled. It is getting spoiled. What might be the reason? Yes, see here, in the presence of sufficient moisture. So in rainy season, that in the presence of sufficient moisture, the microscopic spores of fungi found in the microscopic spores of fungi that is present in the air. Okay, that spores will germinate on gunny bags, wooden items, cotton fabric, leather and so on. So children, that in rainy season, the sufficient amount of moisture is present in our air. So the microscopic spores of fungi also found in the air. So that spores, that microscopic spores of fungi, it will germinate on gunny bags, wooden items, cotton fabric, leather and so on. Okay, the fibers of the fungi, see here, the fibers of the fungus, that is called what? Fungal hybae. Dig deep into the material to obtain nutrition and to reproduce. So these, the fibers of the fungus, so this fungal hybae, it will penetrate to that things, that which things? The gunny bags and leather items. Okay, why it is penetrate? To obtain nutrition and to reproduce. So this causes these materials become weak. Okay, hence the gunny bags and leather items become weak and do not last long, and even wooden items also get spoiled fast in rainy season. Understood now how it is giving, how that these all things, leather items and gunny bags getting spoiled? Yes, understood now? Yes, shall I go to next? Next one is, sometimes you may notice a black powder or white disk floating on the pickle or murabba. Okay, when a jar is open, suppose say here that pickle jar, if it is open 2-3 days, what will happen? Yes, you will notice a black layer, black color powder or white disk on the surface of the pickle bottle, isn't it, on the pickle. So see here why it is happening. Yes, what exactly is this? Why are such food items are not good to eat? So that food item, it is not good to eat. What might be the reason? There are many species of fungi that are found on food items such as murabba, sauce, pickles, chutney, jam, and so on. So they use the nutrients in these food items. So these children, say here, so they use the nutrients in these food items to develop and reproduce. Okay, so this process of this activity, these fungi release certain poisonous chemicals known as mycotoxins into the food. So these fungus, yes, these fungi release the certain poisonous chemicals. That chemical name is what? Known as mycotoxins. Known as mycotoxins into the food. Hence, the food becomes poisonous. So the food items on which fungi have developed are not to be eaten. So if it is that pickle jar, it's opening 2-3 days, what will happen? The black color substance are forming. So why it is forming? Because with that fungi, because of the fungi. Okay, so that fungi, it is getting nutrients from that pickle and it is giving that poisonous substance to that. It will release poisonous chemicals to that pickle. That chemical name is what? Known as mycotoxins. Because of that, that food, it is not suitable to eat. Understood, children? Yes. So children, I hope you understood now how the fungi will give harmful effect. Yes, harmful things. Next one is Clostridium. What is mean by Clostridium? See here. Sometimes in cases of food poisoning occur during community feast. Isn't it? Any function is there, so that time the food poisoning occur. Why it is happening? How does the food becomes poisonous all of a sudden? Have you any idea? See here. The bacteria which spoil cooked food are Clostridium. Okay, so one bacteria that will spoil cooked food, that bacteria name is what? Clostridium. Okay, so out of 100 different species of this bacterium, some are free living in the soil, whereas some live in the alimentary canal of humans and other animals. So that Clostridium, it is one kind of bacteria. This Clostridium will spoil our cooked food. Out of 100 that Clostridium, there are 100 different species. Some species are free living in the soil, whereas some live in the alimentary canal of human and animals. So see here this is the diagram of that Clostridium species. See here, children. The Clostridium is the rod-shaped bacteria. Clostridium is the rod-shaped bacteria that spoils the cooked food. Already you know that cooked food, it is spoiling. Yes, with which bacteria? Because of Clostridium bacteria. So Clostridium is the rod-shaped bacteria that spoils the cooked food. Okay, they generate bottle-shaped endospores in adverse conditions. So they generate bottle-shaped endospores in adverse conditions. Meanwhile, these bacteria cannot withstand the normal oxygen level of the air as they grow in anaerobic conditions. So this is the one of the special characteristics of that bacteria. Which characteristics here? See here, these bacteria cannot withstand the normal oxygen level. So this oxygen cannot survive the normal oxygen level, then that means they grow in anaerobic conditions. Anaerobic means without oxygen. Aerobic means with oxygen, and this bacteria grow in anaerobic conditions. Understood now? Yes, that cooked food, it is spoiled because of which bacteria? Clostridium. It is a rod shaped bacteria. Okay, some bacteria taste, yes, free living in the soil, and some are present in the alimentary canal of human and as well as animals. Understood, children? Shall I go to next? Next one is other harmful microorganisms. Other harmful microorganisms. So children, do only the Clostridium bacteria cause illness? What you are thinking? No. Some other organisms also, yes, it is a harmful. Other kinds of microorganisms like bacteria, viruses, protozoa and fungi are also responsible for different diseases that affect humans. Not only humans, animals and plants also. Okay, so which kind of microorganisms? Can you say the name? Yes, bacteria, virus and protozoa and fungi are also responsible for different diseases that affect humans. Understood? So children, can you say the name of the harmful microorganisms? Yes, which kind of microorganisms? Bacteria, virus, protozoa and fungi. Okay, next one is, yes, food poisoning. Food poisoning, already I told that some microorganisms will produce toxic substance on that food items. So that toxic substance, can you say the name? Yes, that is mycotoxins. So if we are taking that food, that is what we are saying, we will get illness, and that is what? Food poisoning. Okay. So earlier belief was that some bacteria of the bacillus type caused the meat to get spoiled. Okay, even if the exact type of bacillus was not identified. So earlier it was not identified. However, it was one Imagem who proved that the anaerobic bacterium, that is anaerobic bacterium Clostridium botulinum, was the main cause for food poisoning. Okay, so which bacterium is main reason for that food poisoning? Yes, Clostridium botulinum. Okay, that is anaerobic bacterium. In normal oxygen level, it can't survive. So it is the anaerobic bacterium. So who proved that? Yes, Van Emmergem. Okay, who proved that the anaerobic bacterium Clostridium botulinum was the main cause for food poisoning. What is mean by food poisoning? Yes, that food is affected by, yes, microorganisms. That microorganisms will release harmful substance to that food. Okay, so at the same time the number of organisms also, microorganisms also increasing in that food. That is called what? Reproduction. So that microorganisms will get nutrients from that food, and at the same time that microorganisms will release toxic substance to that food. So that toxic substance, it is known as what? Mycotoxins. So if you are taking that food, that toxic substance, it will enter to our body. So it will leads what? Illness. Understood now? Next one is lichen. Lichen, it is another one more organism. Okay, what is meant by lichen? See here, lichens have a unique nature. Why it is a unique nature? That lichen contains algae and fungi. Why it is algae and fungi? Yes, see here, it is a compound organisms. Okay, it contains algae and fungi. Yes, algae carry out photosynthesis. See here, this lichens. Children, this lichens, it is one of the best example of symbiotic relationship. See here, symbiotic relationship means what? Mutual beneficial. Okay, mutual beneficial. See here, these lichens have a unique nature. This lichens contains algae and fungi. So here these lichens contains two organisms, that is algae and fungi. So this, why it is example of, yes, why it is the example of symbiotic relationship here? See, algae carry out photosynthesis. Algae, this lichens, it contains what? Algae and fungi. So what is the work of algae here? Algae, it contains, yes, chlorophyll. With the help of the chlorophyll, algae can produce their food. Produce the food. So that with the help of the photosynthesis process. Okay, photosynthesis means, yes, algae can prepare their food by themselves with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll. So photosynthesis. So what that fungi, what will do? What is the work of fungi here? Yes, whereas fungi absorb water and minerals. So for photosynthesis process, algae want what? Water. Algae want water. So that water who is absorbed here? Yes, it is absorbing by fungi. So children, can you say now lichens? Lichens have a unique nature. Lichens contains algae and fungi. Okay, this is a compound organism and this lichens contains algae as well as fungi. Why it is we are saying this is symbiotic relationship? Yes, both are getting beneficial. How it is getting? Yes, algae with the help of the chlorophyll and sunlight, algae carry out photosynthesis. That means algae is getting what? Yes, food, preparing food. So for preparing food, that algae want water and minerals, isn't it? So that water and minerals who is giving? Fungi is absorbing. So fungi is giving water and minerals to that algae. Algae will give food to this fungi. Understood now? Yes. Shall I go to next? So next one is, see here, this is the, yes, picture of lichen. Okay. So lichens, why it is important? See here, lichens are interesting organisms. They are an important part of nature and are often useful for humans. They currently provide us with dyes and scents for, yes, perfumes. In the future, lichens may provide us with antibiotics and sunscreen chemicals. Okay, so children, these are the useful uses of lichen. And do you know that litmus paper? Yes, that litmus paper, it is preparing, yes, with the help of these lichens. Okay, so here what are the uses of lichen? They currently provide us with dyes and scents for perfumes. In the future, lichens may provide us with antibiotics and sunscreen chemicals. The research is going on. Okay, next one is, lichen are important to our environment also. How it is? It can help build soil, provide food and habitat for small animals, and some serve as environmental indicators for air pollution. So why it is that lichen are important to the environment? It can help build soil, provide food and habitat for small animals. So this lichen will provide food and habitat for small animals. Okay, and some serve as environmental indicators for air pollution. Understood, children? So do you know now what is meant by lichen? Yes, it contains what? Fungi and algae. It is an example of symbiotic relationship. So children, this session what we discussed? Yes, we discussed about what is meant by harmful microorganisms and examples also, isn't it? Fungi, how it is giving harmful. And next one is, at the same time that fungi will harm, yes, that human, plants and animals. And next one is Clostridium, that is the bacteria. Clostridium, it is the bacteria, and food poisoning, it is happening because of this bacteria. Okay, so Clostridium, it is a rod shaped bacteria. It is an anaerobic bacteria. That means without oxygen it can produce energy. And one of the specific characteristics of this Clostridium, yes, what is? Do you know that it can't survive in normal oxygen level? Okay, next one what we studied? Yes, food poisoning. What is meant by food poisoning? That bacteria or that microorganisms will spoil our food. So how it is spoiling? Yes, it will get nutrients from that food. At the same time, it will produce toxic substance to that substance. So if you are taking that food, we will get illness. So that is what food poisoning. Next one what we studied? Lichen. Lichen, it is a symbiotic relationship. It contains algae and fungi. And what are the uses of this lichen? That also we discussed. Understood children? So next session I am going to teach virus, what is meant by virus, and we will discuss about some diseases. Understood children? I hope you understood today's topic. Yes, thank you children. Sai Ram.